I just got rich. Well, this MetaDoge fire. Yeah. If you don't got a coin in your wallet, you broke. I said what I said. Hey, my doge not like yours. My doge is the first. You are just a meme. My doge got a metaverse. My doge not like yours. Tell him I said it.
Facts. My doge not like yours. My doge is the first. You are just a meme. My doge got a metaverse. My doge not like yours. My doge is the first. You are just a meme. My doge got a metaverse. MetaDoge, 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 MetaDoge. I just struck it rich. Too much money, it can't fit in my pocket. MetaDoge, flip it. Watch me hold NFT. I got one gold. We be lit like the stove. All these paper hands exposed. That's my doge, I cannot fold. Hey, I've been trapping doge off in the metaverse. MetaDoge, history made, we did it first. I can't make this up, ain't no right rehearse. We got all the drip, we gon' quench they thirst. My doge not like yours, my doge is the first. You are just a meme, my doge got a metaverse. My doge not like yours, my doge is the first. You are just a meme, my doge got a metaverse. MetaDoge, 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 big dog, boss doge and metaverse. I bought friends, NFTs, stake them, gotta get them first. Once she dip, I buy the dip, it come up, she can get her purse. Don't you wait until it's listed, you should go and get it first. Dog, I'm certified, check my status, ask about me. We been shaking up the market, that's no lie. Ricky Bobby, they gon' duplicate and try. Roger that, copy. I'm a big dog, off the leash, chest out, cocky. My doge not like yours, my doge is the first. You are just a meme, my doge got a metaverse. My doge not like yours, my doge is the first. You are just a meme, my doge got a metaverse. MetaDoge, 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 MetaDoge. Slime to slime, I'ma put y'all on to something real quick. Know what I'm saying? You gotta put this coin in your pocket. That's not you broke. Go to MetaDoge.live. That's MetaDoge.live. For real. Get you some money. LNJ. You can find me in the metaverse with my MetaDoge. You dig?
Hey everybody, how are you doing today? Welcome to another weekly AMA that we have every single Tuesday at 11 o'clock p.m. So right now we're just going to kind of give a little bit of an update from the dev team that we have, and then we will move on to obviously opening the floor to any questions that you guys have. And then from there we're going to move on and do some trivia actually, which we'll have a giveaway for the winner of that. So be sure that you stick around for that. But basically, a couple of things just to kind of go through real quick. Certic, the audit is in its final stages right now. It's already been early published, so that should be finished here very shortly. And once that is done, we're going to apply for the logo in Trust Wallet, which I know a lot of people are really excited about. There's a circulating supply issue, which
I can't hear you.
it's coming up on here. So
Okay, cool.
Yeah. There's a circulating supply issue. So that's something that's getting sorted out right now. That's one of the reasons that we are not appearing as a top gainer on CMC. So we're getting that issue worked out currently. But no, the actual, yeah. So hopefully we can kind of go through there. It looks like somebody left.
I think everybody left.
Oh, it does look like everybody left.
I don't know if it's connected or what.
No, it's fine. So we'll go ahead and just kind of power through that. So there's a circulating supply issue right now, which is what's causing us not to trend as top gainers on CMC. That is getting worked out currently right now. So we'll have that fixed very shortly. We are working on the in-game NFTs. We're going through the attributes, the actual designs of those. That is something that we are currently working on and getting finalized, as well as finishing up the entire scope of the game with the devs themselves right now. So we'll have more details on that here in the coming weeks also. But those are two things to really be excited about. So outside of that, we do have a lot of marketing in the pipeline. It's going to be geared towards the Asian marketing. It's as soon as the market does recover a little bit, that's when we're going to kind of fire those off. We already have a lot of things kind of signed off on. A lot of things already, like, contracts are done in place. We're just not pulling the trigger until the market does a little bit of recovery, just to give you a little bit more transparency as to why behind that. So those are the main things that we are working on right now. So really, Certic about finalized right now. We're almost done with that. And then we are going to be good to go on really kind of firing off a lot of these things. So with that being said, that's the only thing that we really had to update you guys on this week. We will now open up the floor to anybody that is in the voice chat or anybody that's on YouTube right now before we get into the trivia. Any kind of questions you have, we will go ahead and mute for a second and let those questions kind of come in, and we'll answer as they come. You guys are going easy on us this week. If you want, we can go ahead and get to the trivia. I think we're going to be giving away an NFT for this one.
I think we maybe should wait a little bit for the trivia. See if we have some late and stuff like that.
Here's one question that just came through: how to participate in the draw. So, are you talking about the trivia that we're doing right now? Because in that one, we're going to have the trivia on screen. It's just A, B, C, or D. Is you just kind of put that in the chat, and then obviously we reveal the answer, and you get a point for that. And the winner of that gets an NFT. So that's how we're going to be doing that. Well, I guess one of the things that we could speak on a little bit is the in-game NFTs that are coming right now. As we mentioned, we're kind of working out the layers of it, the actual attributes and how it's going to incorporate into the game. It goes along with it as we're doing that as far as the development of the game itself, because we have to know how these NFTs correlate over into the game. So while we have gotten the pretty broad scope of the game and a lot of attributes that go along with that, we're trying to figure out exactly how to tie those NFTs into there to where there's a lot of utility and a lot of want for them. Because again, we want you to have the ability to trade in your NFTs. We want you to have the ability to be able to kind of trade in the staking ones that you have for those in-game ones, and we want to make it worth your while. So that's some of the things that we're working on in regards to is the game, because I think that's what most people kind of ask about right now. Anybody else that's in the voice chat right now have any other questions they want to ask? The floor is yours. Yeah, if you want to, go for it.
Hey, I just want to take this opportunity to call out the Aper ring. I don't know if you're on right now, if you're listening right now, but I think it's important for us to recognize folks every week, and we're going to be trying to, bring some other people into these moments. And don't get me wrong, just because I'm not calling you out right now doesn't mean I don't appreciate you, but I have seen the Aper ring since the moment I joined MetaDoge give his all to making sure that we're all aware of our ability to shill, putting together the shill army, managing expectations for our community, and answering some really difficult questions at times. So I just want to give a shout out to him, man. I think he deserves way more credit than what a lot of people have given him. And I just want to say thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for all of the hard work.
Yeah, same here. Everything that you've done with the Shill Army, it's incredibly appreciated. And which does lead us into make sure that we are still looking for mods. We have brought in a couple right now, especially if you are bilingual, multilingual, if you can be in a couple different communities and whatnot. We really need mods there. So if it's something you're interested in, please reach out. Let us know. We will get you in touch with the right people to make sure that happens. We do have one question that's in the YouTube chat. Hi, is there any news for a new sex listing? as far as CEX listings go, yes, Gate.io is probably our biggest target right now, but it costs like $100,000 to be listed on there. So that's a huge chunk of the marketing wallet. So we want to make sure that we are, again, penetrating the market at the correct time. That's the last thing that we want to do is spend all of that money and just not make a good splash. Market's down right now. I mean, all of us can look around and see, Bitcoin, Ethereum, everything's kind of taking a bath. So as soon as we get to a good place with that, that's when you're really going to see those type of movements. And it should hopefully be here soon. I mean, that's just kind of the way that the market's always been. It's always has been. If you look again last year, everything was down last year around the same time too. So especially going into April. So we are staying strong. The marketing wallet is still very healthy, and that's even on top of the fact that we have a lot of stuff that's already been taken out of the marketing wallet, ready to fire. We're just waiting on those moments to be able to do it, where it makes the most sense, and we make the most return off of it. So hopefully that answers your questions and gives you a little bit of an insight into that.
And I just want to add to that too a little bit before we go into the next question that I did answer in the chat on YouTube, but wanted to elaborate on for people in voice chat here. One, going back to what Owen said, is that timing is everything for us. We don't have unlimited wallets to be able to do marketing, to be able to get into CEXs, to be able to get the exposure that we need around the world to be successful. So we have to be very strategic. We talk about this a lot every week, and I think it's important to underline, is just for us to be able to get in front of people and to get that buy-in and engagement, is we're going to always have to work from a very limited budget space at this point. And so for our dev team, for everybody, the whole community, we have to be patient, and we also have to understand that just because it's not happening at a lightning speed doesn't mean it's not happening, doesn't mean it's not even ready at this point. Just a matter of timing that trigger so that it maximizes the effect. So given that, I do want to point a clarification here from the YouTube chat was asking, will we have the opportunity during the quiz to translate? And I think it's important for us to understand that not everybody speaks our language. Not everybody is going to read a question in our language or respond in our. I just want to say the format of it is going to be on screen for you. So we are going to give some added time for translation. So you're able to translate it on your own, respond. Is going to be responding in, I think the multiple choice options are A, B, C, D, or C and D. So 4 options. So if you think that you need some added time and aren't able to, please let us know. Jump in, say, hey, I need some extra time to translate, and we'll give you that opportunity.
Now, if that extra time is for you to Google the answer, that is incredibly unfair of you to do so. But there's nothing really we can really do to stop it, so just please don't do it. Outside of that, somebody else asked in the chat as well what the theme of the quiz is. It is Asian trivia. So that's something that they wanted to go ahead and do. So we have those questions lined up, which we'll get started in a second. For those that are in the voice chat, just make sure that you are putting your answers so we can track it in the Telegram channel. Just, again, A, B, C, D will be completely fine. Voice chat people, you will hear us delay for quite a minute because obviously the people on YouTube are about 15 to 20 seconds behind real time that you're listening. So when you hear a long silence while we wait for the answer, that's what we are waiting on. To make sure that everybody has enough time to be able to answer. We've seen a couple more people join in the voice channel, so with that being said, we will mute for a second, and anybody that wants to ask a question, feel free to. Yeah, YouTube. And if you are watching, one of the things that we want to say, YouTube, is that while it'll be on screen, you're not gonna be able to like copy it or anything. It's going to just be displaying on screen, so it probably won't be in the chat. But hopefully that at least gives you a little bit to understand in regards. All right, I think we have stalled for enough time. We've been live for about 20 minutes now anyway, so we'll go ahead and throw the trivia on screen on the YouTube channel, and then obviously I will read the questions out loud for you guys that are in the voice chat. They're going to be participating. If you do have any questions, just feel free to throw them in the chat as well. We can answer them at the end. All right. So, first question. If everyone's ready. As of 2022, what percentage of the world's population lives in Asia? Is it A, 59.76%, B, 37.52%, C, 72.23%, or D, 44.41%? Again, the question is, as of 2022, what percentage of the world's population lives in Asia?
For YouTube viewers, what I'm going to do, we're going to shift fire a little bit on this, is I am going to try to type out as fast as I possibly can the question itself so that you can copy and paste and translate. It might make it a little bit easier. So I'm going to try to be ahead of the game on the following questions so that you have more time. But that's what we're going to do.
Check Telegram, see if they're putting the answer in there. All right, do any of you guys want to try to guess at the answer? Anybody just want to yell one out? A, B, C, or D? A. All right, looks like Hogage Boy in the chat on YouTube is the only one that got it. Oh, Yarrow comes in with the same answer, but now I'm thinking that he just copied what Hogage did. But that's okay. We'll give him the points. It is A, 59.76% of the world's population lives in Asia. So, it's pretty crazy.
And right. If you could just give me a second, I want to make sure that I copy and paste everybody from YouTube into my spreadsheet here. I'm new to Max. I appreciate your patience.
All right. Now, in 2 recent studies, which country topped the list for crypto adoption with 41% of the population owning some crypto? 41% of the population owning some crypto. Is it A, India, B, China, C, Indonesia, or D, Vietnam? Voice chat, guys, you can play along, and you might just get that crypto. All right, Albert says A. AM says A. All right.
Let's give
a few more seconds.
And Yurley a little bit of time. I know that they answered the first question. If you guys want to go ahead and put one in, now's the time.
It might be taking longer because I'm trying to Google it.
Okay, we got
Yurley. C.
Okage, can you get in there real quick? We're about to shut it off.
Second question is D. Look, he's even. Hokage, you are right with the points. Vietnam. Top the list for crypto adoption with 41% of the population owning some crypto. It's Vietnam. Very good. Next up, which of the following cities is the largest in the world? Is it A, Mumbai, B, Tokyo, C, Shanghai, or D, Delhi?
Can you repeat the question again?
Sure. Which of the following cities is the largest in the world? A. Mumbai, B. Tokyo, C. Shanghai, or D. Delhi? And I also apologize if I'm massacring the pronunciation of this name. I'm aggressively American. So, sorry.
It's Tokyo.
Say that again. I'm sorry.
Tokyo.
Who was that? Oh, okay.
I'm just getting YouTube a couple more seconds to be able to answer, and then I will say what the answer is. But everybody. The correct answer is indeed B, Tokyo, the largest in the world. Those four. So, good job. And it looks like Hokish Boy in the chat got that one too. So, good job to him. He is on a roll. All right. Next question. As of January 2022, what is the net worth of Binance founder CZ? Is it A, 2.5 billion, B, 96 billion, C, 28 billion, or D, 900 million?
Let me see. Give YouTube a little bit to
Yeah.
a few minutes to get their answers plugged in.
Again, as of January 2022, what is the net worth of Binance founder CZ? Sam says B. Hogan says B. And Euro, unless he changed his answer on the last one, he says C. The answer is B, $96 billion. Billion with a B. And that's ridiculous.
Hey, don't worry. That's what.
The question.
Yeah.
Do I need to post the answers in the chat, or I can say it out?
Have you been posting them in the chat, or have you been saying them out loud? You can say it. You can say it out loud. That's totally fine. Because I just won't until like they put in theirs. Then I'll tell you if you're right or not. So you're fine to say it out loud if you want.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know if we're gonna allow changing of the answer. All right. For this one, the Komodo dragon is the national animal of which Asian country? Is it A, Indonesia, B, the Philippines, C, Singapore, or D, Sri Lanka? Already got one in the chat for A.
All right, YouTube, make sure you get your answers in.
Hokish says A. Got a few more seconds, and then we'll call it. All right, the answer is A. Indonesia. The Komodo dragon is the national animal of Indonesia. I had no idea.
I didn't either. Yeah.
I probably would not have guessed that. I probably would have said Philippines. I really would. All right. What is the maximum number of MetaDoge Chinese New Year loot boxes that can be minted? What is the maximum number of MetaDoge Chinese New Year loot boxes that can be minted? Here's one that you can't Google. Is it A, 1,000, B, 4,000, C, 2,000, or D, 1,500?
All right, still waiting on entries for YouTube. Anybody in the voice chat want to give a go at it?
No, I think the voice chat gave up.
Gave up.
That's okay.
Oh, look at this. Somebody is using their brain. See this? Oh.
All right, I gotta give you credit for that one. At least you knew the prompt.
Yeah,
But...
that's impressive enough.
MetaDoge says 1,500. Hokage Boy says C. A few more seconds. This delay is really killing the people in the voice chat. It's got to be painfully slow for them. They're just sitting here like waiting.
Yeah, I truly think that we maybe should put the Jeopardy thing on.
And just give a certain amount of time or something. Yeah. All right. The answer is C. 2,000 loot boxes can be made. And if we hop over there, how many are left to be minted?
There are 12. Wow, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1,234. 1,234 left.
So we are almost halfway gone with the Chinese New Year loot boxes. So make sure that you guys are hopping on those. Really good staking rewards, especially for the epics and the legendaries for those. So, all right. The Grand Palace is located in which country? Is it A, China, B, Thailand, C, Malaysia, or D, Vietnam?
I like the short ones, by the way. I can type them out really quickly. Some of these have been grueling.
So, the Grand Palace is located in which country? China, Thailand, Malaysia, or Vietnam? You got one?
One answer so far in YouTube.
Really? I appreciate some of you guys are playing this game fair. I really, really appreciate you guys. And I can tell because you got it wrong. Or you're really just trying to throw me off.
Got a couple more answers in YouTube here. Maybe give it a few more seconds. Anybody else wants to join in on it? But we got 3 so far in YouTube.
Yep. All right. Starting to think Hokage Boy is either just really, really good with Asian trivia, or Hokage Boy might be cheating a little bit. I don't know. Maybe you're just really, really good with Asian trivia. Okay, MetaDoge said Berlin. Unfortunately, that is incorrect, but I do appreciate your moxie, though. So thank you for that. Hokage Boy is right, along with AM. It is indeed B. Thailand is where the Grand Palace is. I'm sure a lot of countries have a lot of palaces that are considered very grand, but the Grand Palace is located in Thailand. There you go. Now, after the US dollar and euro, What is the third most traded national currency for Bitcoin? Is it? I've got a feeling I'm going to massacre these currency names. Is it Korean won? Is it Japanese yen? Chinese? Is it won again? And I'm just won? Okay. Or the Hong Kong dollar. So again, after the US dollar and euro, what is the third most traded national currency for Bitcoin?
I was a little delayed getting that in on YouTube, typing wise.
Oh,
Third most rated.
that's a very good question.
Great question.
I don't know. Now we know. That's one of the joys of having all the answers in front of us.
All right. Okay, we got a couple coming in on YouTube.
Okay. Some things can't be Googled. You are absolutely true. I think, and our Lord and Savior Dom is the one who made this quiz up. So I think that's, I think he probably took that into consideration and realized, let's throw a couple out there that can't be Googled.
Okay, we got some answers in YouTube.
Yeah. Those are the three that have been answering because MetaDoge's probably going to say like Camel Cash or something. So we'll just go ahead and skip his.
Let's just go ahead and say that this is the first one that
everyone
got
missed.
It, right.
It is actually Korean won is the answer. After the US dollar and euro, the third most traded national currency for Bitcoin is Korean won. I get to say that confidently like I knew it. I didn't know it. But, you know.
MetaDoge coin.
Yep, there we go, MetaDoge. I was wondering when you were going to come in with yours. All right. So, here we go. Now known as BTCC, in what year did the first Chinese Bitcoin exchange, BTC China, open? You could probably shorten it in the YouTube chat with just what year did BTCC open. Is it 2013, 2011, 2012, or 2010? Oh, Adrian coming in.
A new participant in.
All right. Ooh, he changed his answer. Really strange they did that.
Adrian, do you want to maybe try again? You thinking about it?
This is B. Hoger says B. See if anybody else. His AM's been playing too. AM's. Okay. Those are the three that have been normally playing. So that is correct. It is B, 2011. So, good job, Hogish boy. All right, last question. Roughly how many official languages are there in Asia? Is there 4,600, 1,600, 700, or 2,300?
I thought that was the last one. Sorry,
Nope.
I'm behind.
This is our last one. Roughly how many official languages are there in Asia? Is it 4,600, 1,600, 700, and 2,300? Okay. While we wait on YouTube, step away real quick for a phone call. Bring this up for you. So, with it being the last one, just go ahead.
Okay, got a couple in YouTube already. Okay. 3 in YouTube so far. Anybody in the voice chat want to try it out? All right. Just a few more seconds, and then we will wrap this question up. Wrap up the trivia.
I'm actually really glad that some of them missed some so we can actually make a winner. Because I was kind of worried for a second that everybody was going to get all the questions right. We wouldn't have a winner. Or I guess everybody would be a winner. Well, those are the 3 right there. All right. So the correct answer is D. 2,300. How many official languages are there in Asia? Roughly 2,300 different languages, which is crazy to me. So while we wait on Tyler to tally up the score to see who gets the NFT, I'll go ahead and open up the voice chat one more time. If anyone does have any questions that they want to ask right now, feel free to ask them while we wait on this. Got it? Ooh. All right. The winner of the NFT loot box is indeed Hokage Boy. I'm pretty sure it was cheating, but that's okay. This is crypto. I guess you can get away with it. So, Hokage Boy, you have won an NFT loot box. If you could, my man, hop into the Telegram channel, find me, Owen-PR, or you can find Not So Slimming. Either of us, send us a message. We'll get your wallet address, and we'll get a NFT over to you within the next 24, 48 hours. So be sure that you are doing that.
And just to add to that, AM, you were second, and Yurli, you were third. So thank you so much for participating. Thank you so much for your answers and for being honest about those things.
Yes, and I can tell that some of you were honest because you got some questions wrong. So I appreciate it. That's why I kind of think Hokage either knows Asian trivia better than anybody else in the entire world, or he might have been cheating a little bit. But I'm not a judge. I'm not here to say. So either way, if there are, we'll wait just and pause just a little bit longer. See if there's any other questions on both YouTube or the voice chat, and kind of see from there. Right. Hey man, I don't make the rules, Yurli. I don't make the rules. That's just I get that. You got to think how many different languages there are just within one country. I mean, China has multiple different languages just within the country itself. So, there you go. What do you do? Right to me to translate. Oh! I just realized that he doesn't speak. He doesn't speak English. I forgot he uses the text. Yeah. Our bad, man. Completely forgot about that. Yeah, just let him know to hop in the Telegram channel. Shoot us a message. So, with that being said, Tyler's going to finish writing out exactly what you need to do, Hokage, in there. It doesn't look like we have any other questions coming through on either the voice channel or the Telegram itself. So what we'll go ahead and do is play us out. But again, as always, if you guys do have questions, you don't have to wait till these AMAs. You can always come up and ask us, keep them going through the chat and everything. But be sure if you have any potential investors that you guys know and they have questions about the project, invite them to come to this, okay? If you feel like we have, if you feel like you have any kind of questions whatsoever, even just feedback, anything, ask us. It's totally fine. Here's actually one question just came through. What's next for the project itself? Really, we are in the final stages of the Certic audit. That is really almost done. And as soon as that's done, we'll be able to get the Trust logo wallet. And
hello.
Did you have a question?
I'm Hokage Boy. Hello. It's Hokage.
Hi. Did you have a question about anything?
All right.
Okay. So, so as soon as we're
In the Telegram, that's all. That's the hookage boy.
oh, thank you. Okay. Then we will, my man, we will get with you and get that NFT over to you. Just be sure you send us a message with that, and we'll be good to go. So, with that being said, we'll have the Trust Wallet logo here very, very soon. As soon as we get the Certic audit done, which is again in the final stages of it. But those are the main things for the project. Then hard focusing on Asian marketing for right now. We're just waiting on the market to rebound a little bit, just to be completely honest. So, with all that being said, we're going to go ahead and play everything out. If you have any questions, continue to send them to us. We'll be more than happy to help you. We will be here again next Tuesday, same time, 11 o'clock p.m. UTC. But I am Owen from the Public Relations team. This is Tyler from the Public Relations team. Thank you guys for stopping by with us. We will talk to you later. All right? Thank you.
I just got rich. Well, this MetaDoge 5. Yeah. If you don't got a coin in your wallet, you broke. I said what I said. Hey, my doge not like yours. My doge is the first. You are just a meme. My doge got a metaverse. My doge not like yours. Tell him I said it.
Facts. My doge not like yours. My doge is the first. You are just a meme. My doge got a metaverse. My doge not like yours. My doge is the first. You are just a meme. My doge got a metaverse. MetaDoge, 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 MetaDoge. I just struck it rich. Too much money, it can't fit in my pocket. MetaDoge, flip it. Watch me hold NFT. I got one gold. We be lit like the stove. All these paper hands exposed. That's my doge, I cannot fold. Hey, I've been trapping doge off in the metaverse. MetaDoge, history made, we did it first. I can't make this up, ain't no right rehearse. We got all the drip, we gon' quench they thirst. My doge not like yours, my doge is the first. You are just a meme, my doge got a metaverse. My doge not like yours, my doge is the first. You are just a meme, my doge got a metaverse. MetaDoge, 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 big dog, boss doge and metaverse. I bought friends, NFTs, stake them, gotta get them first. Once she dip, I buy the dip, it come up, she can get her purse. Don't you wait until it's listed, you should go and get it first. Dog, I'm certified, check my status, ask about me. We been shaking up the market, that's no lie. Ricky Bobby, they gon' duplicate and try. Roger that, copy. I'm a big dog, off the leash, chest out, cocky. My doge not like yours, my doge is the first. You are just a meme, my doge got a metaverse. My doge not like yours, my doge is the first. You are just a meme, my doge got a metaverse. MetaDoge, 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 MetaDoge.
Slime to slime, I'ma put y'all on to something real quick. Know what I'm saying? You gotta put this coin in your pocket. That's not you broke. Go to MetaDoge.live. That's MetaDoge.live. For real. Get you some money. LNJ.